Welcome back to the Exit Row. This is episode number 46.
Say it with us now. 46. Sweet.
My name is Adama Anderson. I'm your host, also known as the Adominator.
Sick.
And I'm here with Justin Moore, also known as John Cena Sucks.
Yeah, but he doesn't. But yeah, hey, thank you, man. Welcome. We're back. I'm back.
You're back.
There was a threat that I wasn't coming back. Unfortunately, I need a job. I need money. You know, ish like that.
It pays well here.
However, you will notice someone else gone, though.
Oh.
She's getting ready. She's a woman.
Oh,
of course.
Woman things. They do their thing.
Woman thing. She's doing feminine stuff.
She's
ready.
She's finding a thing, a bunch of things that, you know, like.
But if you've been staying with the podcast recently, you know that she took a spill.
Yeah.
Right. Took a spill. We've been calling her Bricks.
Bricks?
So, because it's SummerSlam. Today, as of recording, today is day one of SummerSlam. And so that was your wrestling name. That was my wrestling name. So now let's all welcome back to the table.
The one and only.
Our tribal chief.
Oh.
Bricks.
Bricks!
Hey guys, I am so back. And look at this nice new trick I'm doing today. I'm walking. Look at this. No boot, no
Shout
brace,
out to the legs.
nothing.
She's got no scoot. I got nothing.
2 broken legs finally healed enough to walk.
Shout out to the legs. Both of them.
Both of them. They work.
Because she did the rare breaking of both.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've made a timely recovery though.
I have. Yeah.
You look good.
Almost 2
Welcome
months of not walking has
Yeah.
paid off and
Yeah.
enough for me to be almost pain-free. But, you know, we're not 100%. Stairs are still an issue, but, you know,
Hey,
I'm out
aren't they
here
for a
walking.
lot of people?
Yeah.
At least we're not amputating the legs.
Exactly.
Like we were coming
Yeah.
to that point in the very
Oh,
beginning.
we should have really thrown people a curveball, and we should have gotten you like a prosthetic. Just freaked people out.
We should have like, this is Paige, guys.
Things
Paige the prosthetic.
Things escalated
Bricks.
quickly between the last couple episodes. But yeah, welcome back, you, and welcome back, legs.
Oh, thank you on behalf of me and my legs.
And Justin, thank you for coming back.
Yeah.
Like,
It was a tough decision. It was.
I'm just here. I'm going to always be here. So
Yeah.
that's the problem.
It turns out like you need money and stuff, so that kind of sucks.
Yeah, I guess
So yeah,
that's
which
the
I
way
ran
it
out
works.
of. Which
We
I
need
ran
that
out of.
for travels.
I was going to say, you need money to go on even more trips.
Speaking
Yeah.
of trips,
Yeah.
Justin, you
Yeah.
went on a whole extravagant
I went to-
trip. We want to hear
It's
about
pretty
it.
crazy. It went to Maui, man.
You went to
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Kind of weird to say that I've been there, honestly. So again, this is an aviation-based podcast. There's a lot I can touch on for this trip. Just first of all, it was an incredible trip. You know, I'll touch on the aviation points here. Incredible trip to Maui. I'll just dive right into it. So it was me, my parents, and then my brother's family. He's got him and his wife, and then 2 kids, my niece and nephew. From my perspective, obviously. So they flew the flagship of American. They took the 777-300 from DFW to OGG. OGG. I don't know if that's what the locals call it or not. One of those weird airport codes, right? That doesn't
Yes.
make sense.
Yeah.
It's MAUI is how you spell Maui, and it's OGG.
Yeah.
Right?
I
'Cause
thought
Honolulu-
OGG was Kahului.
It is, but that's also Maui. Those are the same thing.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Kahului, Maui.
Yeah.
But no, well said, though, because that actually is technically Kahului.
Well, it's like
That was another thing I learned in Hawaii. A lot of weird words out there.
Yeah.
Like a lot of weird
Oh, yeah.
verbiage. Like,
Oh, yeah.
It's almost another country, like essentially, like the way they operate and the way they talk. Very weird.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. It becomes a very interesting, like, the culture over there and everything. Like,
Yeah. It's a whole nother dictionary and thesaurus out there, if you will.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, they took the flagship. They took 777-300 out there. We met them. We spent a night in LA just transiting out there. And then, quick note there is it was my mom's first time going to the H Hotel. So now all my parents have been, kind of like your parents have been there. My
Yeah.
parents have now been there. So we got in there early enough the day we went that we gave her the LAX 101, if you will, which is like, you know, took her to the In-N-Out, took her to the Proud Bird, you know, gave her the rundown, if you will. Like if you're new to plane spotting in LA, those are the places you go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we took my mom there, which she insisted we go there, which I've
wow.
never been like, it's weird to say that you're proud of your mom, but I was like, I'm proud of you.
Thanks, Mom.
I was like, yeah, my trip was peaking so early. We weren't even across the Pacific Ocean yet. My trip, But yeah, so we gave her the quick rundown, places to go, things to see. She saw some A380s at the in and out. You know, the things you have to see.
Yeah.
If you've never been there. Checked in on the exit row sticker, which it is still there.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's weird. It's weird seeing it when you haven't seen it in a while. Like, it was just kind of funny.
That's awesome.
Because they didn't know we had put a sticker there. I hadn't told them, and I was like, oh, look at that. Look at that sticker right there.
that doesn't look interesting.
But yeah, and then the next day was the main event in terms of aviation. We were taking the Delta 767-300 over to Maui, Kahului, excuse me. But yeah, so we flew Delta One on this trip, man. Like,
Delta
unbelievable. So again, I'll be honest, the 767-300 is not the greatest of Delta One products by any means. Correct. We all know that. However, we were flying out of LAX, which is, dude. Okay, let me tell you something about this trip. This trip was full of places, me in places I don't belong. Like, you know, like,
First off, it's Delta.
This was the common denominator.
Already an uncommon territory with Delta.
Yeah.
Speaking
to
of
begin
Delta,
with.
look at this.
That
This
shirt's
is a
awesome.
Great
Oh,
shirt, by the
yeah.
way.
I love that shirt. Where did you get that, by the way?
I got it on the plane, actually. I ordered it on the plane. It's
On which flight, or like, was it available on all flights?
during the 100 years anniversary.
Last
So
year,
yeah, it's one of the 100-year shirts. Anyways, back to you. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
I just
Yeah,
wanted to
shut
show off
up,
this
dude.
amazing shirt.
Dude, shut up, man. The only common denominator of this trip was like things I probably have no business being at. You know, like in terms of the resort we stayed at, which was like this extremely high class 5-star resort, like places I don't belong. You know, for lack of a better term. Like, not that I didn't love being there, but just places I wouldn't be on any other given day. But yeah, we flew Delta One, and at LAX they now have 2
Yes.
Delta One lounges, which is wild.
But they don't have one in Atlanta. I'm still trying to understand that.
Yeah, that doesn't
actually
make
doesn't
sense.
make sense at all.
It's Boston,
Yeah, you're right.
Seattle, and LA.
And then LA
Wow.
and LA. So there's 2 of them. Our flight was around 8 a.m. So we made a point to get there earlier than usual to utilize these facilities, if you will. The one wasn't open yet because it opens later in the day, or later in the morning, I should say. And so we utilized the first one, which is the bigger one. You know, I don't know if it's a pro tip, but the second one that is open now is much smaller than, I guess, the other one, because there is some confusion out there for people that don't know. There's Delta One lounges, and then there's the Delta Lounge.
Yes.
Like, these are completely different things. These are things that I wasn't aware of until we went. Which is kind of crazy because it's funny. We all know how the Delta Lounge is at LAX, right? It's those window panels. You can see them from the outside.
Yep.
It's really cool. It's kind of funny because the Delta One Lounge is then kind of catty corner in Terminal 3. And you look at the Delta One Lounge. Like, they have an outside space. It's kind of it's funny looking at all these poor people in the Delta Lounge. It's like, wow, what a bunch of bums over there in the Delta Lounge.
It's only credit card holders over there, anyways. Like,
Right.
It's
Yeah, you can't even get in with the first class ticket there. Like, you got to have a credit card on top of that.
Yes.
Like, which is always insane to me.
that and the platinum card, but only on a Delta flight.
Yeah.
So it's just
Exactly. Because I remember I wasn't flying Delta One on the way back, but when we were transiting back from Hawaii, I tried to get in Delta Lounge. And I don't have an Amex card, but I had a first class ticket. And I was curious, and I was like, well, maybe I could just get in with the first class ticket. And she was like, no.
It's international.
And I was like, I was over there in the Delta One the other day. Doesn't I have like don't I have like a grace period? Like, if I've been in the Delta Lounge within 7 days, I can have access to
Right?
anything. But anyway, whatever.
No,
That's
sir.
crazy.
It's
This
only
Delta
24
One
hours.
lounge was so nice, dude. And it's kind of funny because I'll fast forward a little bit. Hit some other lounges in Honolulu, for example. Honolulu has a Hawaiian Airlines lounge. It's that / a priority pass lounge. And sometimes those priority pass lounges are
They're
rooms, for lack of a better term.
yeah.
This priority pass lounge was we'll get there. Get there.
As Dom showed in his last video last week, he went to the one in Savannah, and it was
Georgia?
literally
Oh, wow.
yeah, because he left Atlanta and he went to Savannah.
Okay. Oh, he flew the
the
717.
717.
Yeah,
Yeah.
717. And he goes to the Savannah airport and he just is like, this is the lounge, and
Yeah.
it was literally a room. So
Yeah,
like
that's
you said,
that's
yeah.
essentially the same thing in Honolulu. To fast forward a little bit, we had several hours on the ground in Honolulu, and we happened to just where we came in was near a Priority Pass lounge and a Hawaiian Airlines lounge, which a first class ticket in general gets you into those. And we went in, and it's in the central area of the terminal. Like, there's not even windows in this lounge. Real quick, I'm talking about Priority Pass, not Delta One. Real quick, just to clarify. But this Priority Pass lounge, it's worth noting more than the Delta One experience because there's no windows in this Priority Pass lounge. There's no windows, no nothing. It was just all they served were water. They had some soft drinks, and then the peanuts that you would get on the flight.
What?
That's all there was. Yeah, it was great. I kept telling Randall, because we were both together that day, and I was like, "Are we missing something? Is there like a door to a better part of the lounge?" Like, that was it. It was unbelievable.
I'm gonna make note of that.
Yeah,
Well-
don't waste your time, because luckily Honolulu's cool enough where there's a lot of other things to do.
Dude, like that outdoor walkway terminal.
A lot of it's outside.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get
That's
there.
awesome.
But the Delta One lounge, incredible. Like, there's really, I mean, it's a lounge. We've all experienced one or the other. Incredible place. The cool thing to note there was, like, obviously we did all the lounge things. We ordered the food, had to drink,
So
had
you
to do things.
Wait, so you were able to order food?
Yeah.
See, that's different because I'm not used to that with the Delta Sky Club.
Yeah.
Is
No, this is nice.
ordering.
This is essentially
kinda
a sit-down
Capital
restaurant.
One,
Yeah.
where you can actually order some extra stuff.
Yeah, no, good point.
But this one is actually sit down. You can
Yeah.
sit down and eat.
Yeah. They sit down, a waiter will come to you.
Ah,
Wow.
okay.
It was-
So it's
dude.
like the Qatar in Paris.
Yeah, like this was high class, and again, like the Delta One lounge has an exclusive entrance and everything, and this is on the arrival side. for
Arrival
LAX,
side.
which is
arrival side gate or
yeah,
door.
yeah, like it's their own thing.
Yeah.
like you are a tier above. Like it, there's no easy way to put it. You're a tier above everyone else.
Yeah.
At this point, which you're paying for. And again, just to clarify,
Yeah.
we're not like as bougie as you might think we are. We found these tickets on a deal over Thanksgiving. The previous Thanksgiving, we found really good deals on these Delta One seats to Hawaii. So this is why we made the move, because they were equal to any other first class tickets on any other airline. So why not go with the Delta One experience, right? So again,
Makes
wanted to
sense.
clarify why we were doing this. Any other day, probably not in the checkbook. But no, this was awesome. Like again, its own exclusive entrance. Security is a personal screening. Like it's crazy, dude. Like it's unbelievable. Like again, somewhere I didn't need to be, would probably never be again, honestly. But they have so the way you get to your gate is, I mean, some of the gates are relatively close, but our flight was leaving from Terminal 2 and we were in the Delta One lounge in Terminal 3. So you get a personal shuttle on a golf cart that'll take you to your plane, which again was, I had
Wait,
That's
outside or
no, this was
In.
inside. This
Okay.
was no, this
But you
was
That
still
was
got your
an
personal
important
like
question.
inside.
Excuse me, get out of the way, people of LA. Whoa.
This was sick though. This was sick because he's like, I'm not allowed to pick anyone else up except Delta One passengers. Like he's a Delta
Wow.
One dedicated golf cart. It's,
Nice.
It's a shuttle, but
That's
it's a golf
crazy.
cart, if you will. And that was sweet. Again, my mom is with us on this entire time. My mom's blown away. So we learned quickly the morning of this flight that my mom was, let's say, terrified to fly over a body of water. She's one of those people that gets very
Oh, okay.
scared. So it turns
So
out
was this her first time then doing that? I would assume.
no, it's actually not.
Oh.
It turns out my brother is also a little scared of flying over large bodies of water as well. Like, it's one of those things, my mom, it's not phobia, but until you're like, it's the morning of a flight and you're getting a little nervous, right?
Yeah.
This is what was happening to her, because in the Delta One lounge, I could tell she was kind of going through it, if you will.
Yeah.
Because I was just loving life. I was like, if you guys leave me behind, that's fine. I was like, honestly, I'm kind of good where we're at. But she was starting to trip out a little bit. Not to put you on blast, mother, but she was kind of tripping, if you will, because we didn't realize this either. I didn't realize she was like scared of flying over bodies of water. But luckily, the plane, like the way the seats were oriented, you don't have to look out the window, because again, we were sitting Delta One, so they're kind of angled.
Yeah.
So she didn't, and luckily the rows that at least she and I were in were the windows. I kind of looked out on my flight, so I only had one window, and you kind of had to turn to see it. Like I had a window, but at the end of the day, you're not looking at anything but water for like 5 hours anyway.
Right. Yeah.
Those
Maybe some clouds.
yeah,
But
those plane rides over the ocean are a little overrated in terms of like, you don't really need a window seat. Like team window can maybe take it down. a
yeah,
notch
but
on
until
those
you
flights.
until you get to the island and you go, oh,
Yeah.
this is beautiful.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Yeah, but yeah, it turns out she was kind of really freaking out about flying over water. But we had to get her on the plane, so we put her on a golf cart, got her to the gate. Which, by the way, there's something just extremely weird about arriving to the gate and having people move out of your way because you're trying to get brought on a golf cart. Because to put this in perspective, the flight was boarding.
Yeah.
And we're getting brought up on this golf cart, and we just had them stop behind because we don't want to make a scene. I was like, this is already too much. This is
Right,
insane.
right.
Just stop the car, sir. And so we boarded the plane, got on the flight. Everything was great. Had amenity kits on the flight. It was pretty sweet. My personal first amenity kit on there that I haven't received from Adama. That's
Yeah, I've received more mini kits from Adama than I have on my own flight.
For those who
so-
don't know, I see leftover mini kits, I will grab them.
yeah, no, which is awesome
I
because I
appreciate
see
that,
how
though.
you do that now.
Yeah.
You know, like in terms of so a funny thing I will say is there's a family, so you know how it is, and so for Delta One it's like 1, 2, 1.
Yeah.
That's configuration. There's a family, so it was me in like row 5, and then my parents were over on the other side, so we all had windows. There's a family sitting in the middle here, and it turned out they're small world. They're on the flight back. I'm fast forwarding a little bit.
Oh.
They're on the flight back. Have you ever had an experience where you've seen someone? I don't know if you've seen those memes on TikTok where it's that guy you see on the plane that you see during your entire vacation.
Yeah.
Like in weird spots. Have you ever
Oh,
seen
no.
those
I have
memes or
never,
TikToks?
ever had that. That is crazy.
That's happened to me twice. When I went to the NBA Finals, the guy that was on my Southwest flight, I remember sitting caddy corner from him, and we were in the same section at the NBA Finals game that
Oh
night.
my gosh.
Isn't that crazy?
And maybe that has happened
Yeah.
to me and I just didn't
just don't
observe
notice,
it. Like,
yeah.
I'm sure, with as many fights
But the
as we've all
same
taken,
family was
but-
in the same seats on the way back. Because I sat, whatever it is, Comfort Plus, a step down from
Yeah,
Delta
yeah.
One. I sat that way on the way back, but we'll touch on that here in a second. So yeah, we got to Hawaii. It was awesome. Again, the resort we stayed at was incredible. An incredible place. 5-star resort. Unbelievable. We stayed in Maui, kind of the southwestern part of Maui. Very hot while we were there. Abnormally hot while we were there. But hey, what are you going to do?
It's Hawaii.
Yeah,
What are you
It's
gonna
always
do?
hot and humid.
But yeah, I'll touch on the aviation parts here. So we'll jump to, I think it was the Wednesday of that week. Randall and I parted ways from the family, and we went to Honolulu so we could knock out some Cessna Caravan flights
There we
on
My favorite planes of all time.
on Makulelele Airways, I believe it is. Again, another Hawaiian word I'm having a little trouble with. So the experience here was a little interesting because I've never boarded a flight where you don't have any security,
Yep.
and the only thing you do there is they weigh your bag and then they weigh you separately. So there's a little fat shaming happening.
Yeah, I was going to say, is everyone able to see your weight?
They go.
Yes.
That
See, that's what
Ladies and
sucks.
gentlemen, Justin Moore coming
Yeah.
in at 485.
Yeah, that's how it felt.
485.
That's how it felt because I came in at like, so just some full transparency. As of right now, I weigh like 220. I came in at 228 on this scale, and he did tell me he says it does tend to, like, the TV adds 10 pounds. You will, like, kind of like he was saying.
yeah.
It like that.
They kind of add the
Yeah,
buffer.
because
Yeah.
I was
Which
like,
makes sense.
I told him, I was like, the scale is BS. I was like, no.
My
I was like,
clothes,
no,
sir, do not weigh 10 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was kind of funny. No security, but they weigh you. It's
Yeah.
almost like they shame you instead of. But what I mean by that is you could have brought anything on this flight. Anything could have been brought on this flight and it would have been fine. And it would have gotten through is what I'm saying. So this is just an outdoor terminal that is.
Wow.
It's just to the north of the actual Maui airport. It's still in the same area. It's just it's a separate structure. Yeah. Weird experience, but yeah. So we walk out Cessna Caravan. This is Randall's first time on a turboprop. So shout out to Randall.
Whoa.
Yeah, I guess I figured he had been on one at some point. How old he is, shout out. But how old he is, I would have figured he had ran into one at some point because he went to Hawaii
Back
50
in the
years
day.
Oh,
Oh,
He
yeah.
went to I think it was Honolulu. He said 50 years ago.
Would he take a DC
and like
10 DC?
He flew a 747 from LA.
Oh,
Yeah, that was one of 2 times I believe he's been on the 747. But yeah, he did some island hopping, but never on a prop plane, even 50 years ago. So this was his first
Wow.
time on a turboprop, which
That's
I've been lucky enough to now be on several. But yeah, this one was a rare 1-year-old Cessna Caravan.
Yeah,
yeah,
you
you
said,
don't
by
see
the way,
them that young.
I hope you guys realize what I said there because that's rare.
It's
Yeah.
I kind of noticed the paint job on it was super nice. It was like a dark navy blue. The whole
Yeah,
the
that
whole
was
paint
nice.
scheme
I
was
remember
pretty
that
sweet.
picture.
And I was like, maybe it's just the paint giving new vibes, like because it was shiny. And then I looked it up and it was 1-year-old, which is rare.
Well, the FedEx feeders, or feedy boys, as I affectionately call them
Right.
around here, are older than me. They're in
Yeah.
their like mid 30s.
Yeah, they're 30, like at least upper 20s.
they're
Yeah.
about Adama's age, 41.
they're my age. They're like 36 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you rarely see a Cessna Caravan like under 10 is what I'm trying to get.
Yeah.
And this one was just over a year old, which was crazy because you
Aw,
could actually
a
tell it was
baby.
very nice inside.
BB pun.
So we went to Molokai. So the route we did here was Maui to Molokai to Honolulu, and then we took a 717 from Honolulu back to home base Maui. But yeah, the Cessna Caravan flights were incredible. Get up to around 7,000 feet. You can obviously guess these are pretty scenic flights, right? Obviously. Had beautiful weather. Same pilots the entire way on that leg. And then there's really not a whole lot to mention here, but I will say in Honolulu, I'm going to give a hot take. I think Honolulu is a little bit of an overrated airport. Maybe. Like, it's cool, but like we had about 4 hours on the ground there. I did not leave the airport. I was toying around with the idea of it, but there is so much to see in the airport. Again, this is a massive international airport. I just think it's a little overrated because, again, we were there on a very hot and humid day, and a lot of the airport is outside.
And that doesn't make it any better.
No, there's not I just like we would walk by multiple terminals and seeing like people waiting for a Southwest flight to Oakland that are just sitting there sweating, waiting to board a flight. Like that's what I'm getting at.
Okay.
That's crazy.
That's what I'm getting at. Not that every single terminal is like that, but just for example, like the Southwest Wing, there's some outdoor-ish terminals where you're, like I said, getting ready to board a flight to Oakland, and it sucks because it's.
And it sucks that you're going to Oakland anyways.
Well, and then everyone's sitting outside getting sweaty. This is a 6-hour flight?
Yeah,
so
let's
that
call it
could
6
be,
hours.
inside when you get on the aircraft. And you have people who,
no, fair point.
Maybe don't have the greatest hygiene, or you know what I'm saying. You're all hot and sweaty, and then that's going to be miserable. So,
and we should say it's San Francisco, Oakland Airport because now there's
Is that true?
Yeah,
but Oakland has their own airport.
Yes, but they wanted to put San Francisco in front of it.
I guess I don't know
so
that.
that way people would be falsely going to San Francisco thinking they're actually going to SFO, but they're going to Oakland.
San Francisco adjacent.
So there was a battle in the court or something like that, and so now it's like San Francisco, Oakland.
There's no way that should fly. There's no way that should work.
But they do that in other in other countries. Like if you go to Milan, you're actually going out to Malpensa, which is 60 miles away.
Yeah.
But they had the Milan Linate Airport in the downtown one. So they do this all over, and they also have Milan Bergamo, which is 60 miles east of the airport.
Yeah, that's
so
fair.
Like they do this all over the world. Where like, hey,
I mean, in the States too. Yeah, there's multiple airports.
Yeah,
Orlando,
Orlando, Sanford,
or even New York City, for example. I mean, you're nowhere near where probably you're going anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry, but what we're saying? No, that's fine. The only kind of funny thing I did notice is, or I'll get to that, but unfortunately, I didn't see any of the A380s. The time period that we were there, those come in early morning.
Yes.
I think there's only one now, actually. But anyway, it is weird to see a bunch of red-eye flights leaving at like 2 p.m. Just because that is the one thing I underestimated in Hawaii was A, the time difference, and B, I thought I had something else, but the time difference I did underestimate, definitely. All the like for example,
the jet lag is crazy.
These red-eye flights that are leaving at 2 p.m. and they're leaving on these red-eye overnights. Because we all had a day where the time difference kind of caught up to us, for sure. It happens to the best of us. But Honolulu, it's a cool airport. It's a huge international hub, obviously. But it is weird to not see any like Germany flights for as big as it is. You don't see Lufthansa. You don't see any Germany flights. You don't really see much East Coast at all, except maybe JFK and Boston.
Yeah.
But you see a ton of Japan. You see a ton of Tokyo. You see Qantas,
Air New Zealand,
which Qantas is only like 6 hours away.
It's only I looked it up the other day too. I was like, it's not that far.
Yeah, no,
Honolulu is a really nice spot if you want to just.
It was hard not when planning this trip to not like want to sojourn to Sydney, which is somewhere I really want to go.
Yeah, you've been saying to us for a while, you've been wanting to go to Australia.
You don't realize how close you are to some of these places when you're there.
Right.
Like again, it's still a 6-hour flight, but versus 16 when you're in the States. But yeah, no. So Honolulu, cool airport. Don't get me wrong. A lot of cool stuff to see there. A lot of great aircraft activity.
Yeah.
But hot. If
it's
you will.
hot.
Yeah.
That's a place I would want to go to in the wintertime probably, which it would probably be more expensive.
We did debate doing a winter. We would have done this like maybe over Christmas. The 2 times we were debating was obviously we did it in July, but the other time we were debating was over a Christmas holiday and spending Christmas in Hawaii. But the only reason we did end up doing in July is because it is so hot in Texas for my brother's family. They thought it would be a cool down to go to Hawaii.
Nope.
And we ended up having a pretty hot week out there. Although we did look out with weather because the very next week, a lot of the beaches were closed. We found out the next week in Maui, they had a weird tropical storm come through, a very rare tropical storm come through that had a bunch of beaches closed where we were at.
Oh man!
So actually, timing is everything. It always is.
Yeah, for sure.
But so we flew the 717 back, came right back to Maui on the 717, like a 17, 18-minute flight.
Great job getting on that too before they get rid of them next year. Mm-hmm. Like they're swapping them the 737. So
yeah, I mean they will not be around for much longer. And spoiler alert, you're going to be on one here coming up soon.
Yes.
Yeah. So knock them out while you can. And we are a little, should we say, I don't know what the word is for it, but we've got them here in Omaha. So it's one of those things where you don't really realize what you got because we can see them every day if we want.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Which is kind of one of those things where you don't really realize what you have. But people are like, oh, did you fly the 717? I'm like, I can see them every day in Omaha.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
as an av geek, I understood the assignment on this Honolulu to Maui flight. And again, these things are happening every half hour.
Yes, I saw that when I was booking it. I went.
Yeah.
I was like,
choose your time of day.
I was like, when I came in, I was like, man, I could get on one quickly, but if my flight from Japan gets out late, I'm like,
not a problem.
Yeah, it's literally like every 30 minutes. Yeah, you were right.
Yeah, no, it's a shuttle service at least like once an hour. At least once an hour. But yeah, back to Maui. Like I said, we'll keep it aviation related here. An amazing trip. Because again, it's none of your business. Don't worry about it.
Whoa.
But yeah.
Wow.
No, it was
hostile work environment
right now. It was a sweet trip.
Right
Don't get me wrong. It was sweet. Hey. But we came back. So how did we come back? Oh yeah, we came back on the 767 flight back.
There we go.
Special part here was it was a retirement flight. It turned out being when we got to the airport, we kind of saw a little bit of hubbub around the terminal, if you will. We saw like a happy retirement sign.
Aww.
Like, nothing like crazy extravagant, but like we didn't really know if it was for our flight yet because we were early, a couple hours early. And then the flight got delayed an hour. And we're like, maybe we legitimately thought it was delayed an hour because they were just like taking photos and stuff. Like that was the only thing we had because I had nothing to go off of. And then if you don't follow my stories or anything, this flight ended up being 6 hours delayed back to LA. Yeah. It's one of my longer delays I've ever had, actually, ironically.
Don't you love those people who are like, I'm never going to fly Delta again because they're 6 hour delayed.
Yes,
you guys.
Yeah, come on.
So the
people
funny
who
thing
know nothing
here
about
is
aviation.
It turned out being the 767 needed a part. They didn't say what part, but it needed a part, and it needed to flown in from Honolulu. So the part for the plane came in on a Hawaiian Airlines 717.
Oh, that's cool.
No, like, isn't this crazy? So like, it's one of those things where sometimes maybe you shouldn't say the plane needs a part. Again, this is like a 36-year-old 767.
Yeah.
And you're about to fly it over the ocean. Like, obviously, you want to make sure the plane's good to go.
It needed a phalange.
Friends reference. Anchor fluid, man. We don't know this for a fact, but the theory that Randall came up with, and I agree with, is they said we're waiting for a part to come in from Honolulu, which, everyone in the terminal kind of looks at each other like, all right, you're waiting for a part? Like the wing fell off or something. Right. They're like, we're waiting for a part to come in from Honolulu, and it's going to be about 3:20, 3:30, and there's a Hawaiian Airlines flight that was coming in around that same exact time period. So we figured this part's on that 717. Like, what else would it be on? There's no other flights coming in from Honolulu, so it had to be on that plane. So it's kind of funny to think that this part for the 767 was coming in on a 717.
That's so funny.
This 40-year-old plane's waiting for a part on a 30-year-old plane.
Thankfully, it's not a wing, right? Because you're like, how does it get on that 717?
Strap it on the top, like.
But that was kind of a weird scenario.
Plan.
Because it was a little bummed out because we did stay at the H that night, but we didn't get into like 3 a.m. then. Because we were originally going to get in around 9 p.m.
But, because if you take off at 2, you usually get in around 9. Yeah.
And that's the thing where you kind of underestimate the time. And you don't even have to go to Hawaii like this, but when you're flying west, it's always great because you gain time in the day.
Yeah.
But when you're coming back, it sucks because you lose, and especially the further west you go.
Yes.
So from Hawaii, we left at 6 o'clock and we got into LA at like 3. But it was cool. We got. I did get to meet the pilot afterwards because I got a trading card from him. I like to think I'm the last person he ever gave a trading card to because it was his last flight.
Yeah.
And I ended up sitting next to his daughter on this flight. We were sitting Delta Comfort, and so they all had shirts made up. They had hats and shirts made up for his retirement flight.
That is
It was
so
actually
cool.
pretty sick. And so we talked for a little while. I knew it was his daughter because she had a shirt on that said, like, I'm the pilot's daughter. But anyways, it was kind of cool that the whole family got to be on that flight, though.
Yeah.
Like, the entire family. Like, there was, like, 5 to 10 of them. Like, it wasn't just immediate family. There's a bunch of them. So they all got to be on the flight, which is pretty cool. And then, we came back to LA. Fell asleep immediately, unfortunately. What do you got? I'm probably missing something here.
So you arrived from the north?
Yeah. So we did not come in reverse ops, believe it or not. Because you know how they always turn it around.
Yeah, at night.
Yeah.
We came in around 2:30 a.m. I should say, but we still came in traditional.
But so you came up from the north route, like.
Yeah.
So or from because that's very like in Omaha we never take that route. We're always coming in from the south or from
ironically
the east.
Landed south when we came in when the first time into LA when we were coming in from Salt Lake City. we came south.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, I rarely land north. I was kind of telling Randall about that. I've only landed north a handful of times out of all the times I've landed at LAX. But yeah, no, we came in northbound. I was assuming we were going to come in from the ocean because I assumed we were going to be late enough that because they always turn that they always turn those southbound runways around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we didn't, which was weird, but I don't know.
Whatever.
But anyway, there's still a line at the In-N-Out at like 2:30 in the morning.
Seriously.
That's all I saw because you fly by.
Are they 24/7?
Oh my gosh.
No, they closed, but there was still, I think it was like towards the end of the night, and there's still people there.
That's
Wow.
cool.
But yeah, no. So shout out to the pilot. I would like to think I'm one of the last people he gave a trading card to.
Oh.
Pretty
what I
neat.
mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, no. It was an incredible time, man. We're right up on 5 o'clock, and we have a hard out, so we're gonna get to Paige's polls. But yeah, no. I think I covered the main points here in terms of the podcast.
Okay.
It was a great time.
So, still recommend Hawaiian Airlines?
So okay.
I know it's inter-region or inter-Hawaiian.
I mean, I'm not too sure I'd want to be flying one of those 717s like longer than what we did.
Okay.
It's gonna be just it's perfect for what you're doing it for.
Yeah.
If you will, because there's like 6 first class seats on those, or sorry, 8. And Randall and I had first class seats on that because honestly, for those hops, it's like a $10 difference.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, and even today when we were watching Dom's new video, he upgraded something for like $37 or €37. I'm like,
why not?
And I'm the same way. Like if I see that the upgrade is only like $25 or maybe $40,
if
depends.
it's under 100, it's going to be thought about.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if it's an Embraer, it's going to be comfortable.
Yeah.
If it's a CRJ, I'm okay just rotting it out in the back.
But no, it was cool. Great trip. Glad I can now knock off Hawaii, which I have been recently thinking. I was having this discussion with Randall and my brother in Hawaii that I'm down to only needing 13 states left to knock off 50. I didn't realize that until the other day when I was kind of going I was going through the map. I'm down to only needing 13 left.
I don't know mine, but
you should go through because I think it's ever since Randall's completed it, it's kind of put it in perspective for me that I think it's a very cool thing that if you're able to, you should try.
I'm trying to.
I've been trying my whole life.
You've probably been to more than you think, but you should definitely check out how many you've been to.
Yeah, because I think I'm only missing a few in the
New England.
That area up there,
and that's an area if you get
Montana.
up there, you can knock out a lot at once.
And that's my plan, because I also have the goal of going to 50 states. I have my whole entire life, and I'm only halfway there, so I still have a lot left.
And there's no rush on it, but it's just one of those things I haven't realized it until lately. I'm like, we're getting there.
So that's your goal. One of your goals.
It's one of those like lifelong goals. For sure,
because we know Randall did it and you were there for it when he did it.
When he knocked off 50,
Mine,
because again, to your East Coast point, you can knock off a lot in a row.
Yeah.
But that also brings up the question. We can talk about this in a later pod. Is what qualifies as being in a state though?
You have to be outside the airport.
Sure, but I'm not gonna lie. There's a couple states I have where I've only been in the airport, and I've counted those.
Same here. Yeah. I think there's only 2.
That sounds like a great Paige's poll.
Yeah.
It is.
Because it's the same thing. Have you been to a stadium if you haven't seen an event there? Because I've gone to a couple stadiums where I've only done the tour, but I haven't seen a sporting event. I still say I've been in the stadium. But to me, those are one and the same.
I think
it is too.
Mm-hmm.
But because shout out Skylight Productions, he's doing like a 50-state tour.
Yes, he is.
And a lot of that, he's not leaving the airport, but he's counting it as a state. But also that's his little challenge. But to me, there's a couple states out there like Oregon. I've only been to the airport in Portland.
Okay.
I haven't been outside of the airport, but I call it.
Yeah.
I've been to Oregon in my opinion. But yeah, that is a good poll.
I like it.
I agree.
Let's do it.
But yeah, shout out Hawaii. I did come back, unfortunately.
And then Delta. And I should say, I also know that there's a Delta One lounge in JFK.
Yeah, but JFK. Yeah, my parents definitely loved Delta because they flew Delta One on the way back. Like I said, I took one for the team because I booked my ticket late, but I sat Delta Comfort, which worked out because I sat next to the pilot's daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well,
awesome.
Let's go ahead and
podcast where only I'm featured.
Yeah.
I'm liking this. Hey, let us know in the comments, chat. Are you feeling this?
No, what's up, chat?
Yeah, more Mustin pods.
Mustin, yeah. We were talking about introducing Justin back. It's like, oh, you decided to come back.
No, don't give any context. It's better when there's no context.
All right, so let's go ahead and start with Paige. It's time for your polls.
It do be that time once again.
And I never vote on them, so...
I know you do.
I do when I'm passionate about my answer. I did not this time. When I'm super passionate about it, I'll vote.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Let's go, Paige.
That's good to know. Well, the first poll is, would you take a 24-plus hour flight, price and class not considered, So we had yes come in at 56%, no at 44%, with a vote of 15 to 12.
And the reason for this question was because Qantas just did
in a partnership with Airbus.
It's very topical, yes.
Yeah.
They made it
that 24-hour flight, which
I
believe...
Yeah, I was going to say that, another note on Maui, we had a go-around when we went to Maui.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
I knew there was something I was missing because this plane also did a go-around when it got to Toulouse. I don't know if you know.
Toulouse.
It was in the air 24 hours and it did a low-pass go-around. That's what made me think of it.
Oh, okay,
Probably to also make, we got to burn off as much as we can and show off.
A go-around in Maui, which, by the way, not to derail this again, but I've never been on a go-around in my life up until about 8 months ago. And now I've had 3 flights that I've done go-arounds in the last 9 calendar months.
Including here in Omaha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of in Omaha, it seems like the American pilots always come in so high sometimes.
Super high, because that's the reason you did your go-around.
We've witnessed 3 or 4, just seen
Really?
it either on flight radar or seen it in person where we see, that's way too high. It's another American. Why do the American planes here always come in a little high? Man, it's weird.
That is a funny note,
and it is
actually.
the 3, I've only seen on the 323, like the Airbuses.
The one for me here in Omaha was a 319, which proves the point. The 319 sucks.
The best plane. She kept you safe.
Okay,
no,
speaking of keeping safe, let's get back to the poll.
But isn't that weird? In the last less than calendar year, I've had 3 go-arounds after having none.
And
that's a little weird.
I don't know if I've ever experienced one except minus being military, and we did it on purpose.
Because when we went around in Maui, Randall and I looked at each other from like across the plane. We're like, he's like, this is happening to you again. If you fly with me on any flight in the coming future, you have a very high likelihood of a go-around.
Okay, I got a few. You want to come?
Yeah, you have a high likelihood. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I've done one before.
24 hours and 24 minutes, that flight. That's go.
That's crazy.
So 56%, right?
Yeah. So, 56 to 44%. What do y'all think?
Well, what's the comments? Anybody leave comments?
No comments on this one.
No comments. Okay.
Yeah.
Justin?
Okay, and the reason I had you include like price and class not included because because 24 hours is 24 hours.
Yes.
Like obviously you're going to say no to economy. Like that's a long.
Actually, though, it depends though. Like economy on some of these, you have more space,
right?
Because they can't put all those people in.
Right. However, I guess
luggage.
What I'm getting at is 24 hours is 24 hours, meaning that's a long time.
You gotta have a treadmill, a disco. You gotta have a few things.
Do you? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm a no. I don't know. That's a long time on a plane, man.
Yeah.
Paige?
It'd have to be the highest of class. Like if we're flying those.
If we are taking that into consideration, absolutely.
Yeah.
If I could do it in first class, which would be outrageously expensive, but if that was the case, then yes.
Or business.
It depends. Yeah, business.
We'll just say it comfortably. But even at that, like even if you're comfortable, that's a long time in a space.
Yeah.
I think if I had to, I could.
Well, sure.
But if I'm. It depends on where too as well you're going.
If everybody were to be given the opportunity to take a shower, maybe that would help a little bit.
Yeah.
Because again, these are on A350s, so this is not necessarily going to happen. Yeah.
I personally don't know because I've already done it because of air refueling that kept us in the air.
Right. But even that, that's a long time, man.
But it sucks being in a tube for 24 hours and you're not touching the ground
at all.
You don't. I mean, you see sun for a little bit, but again, some of these airlines they want to black out the whole time. Yeah. And so I don't know if I could do 24 hours.
Not to mention, there's some people out there that medically cannot fly for 20. Like that's a long time.
Oh
man.
Yeah.
Like my mom, like that. No, like
you divert for or anything like that. You're just gonna have a longer day.
Well, and can you imagine the jet lag being on a 24-hour flight?
It's one of those things. Does the jet lag almost cancel out? Like you've been on a plane so long,
right?
Like you know what I'm saying? Like as a joke.
You don't even know what day it is anymore.
Yeah, I don't even know.
I mean, they're going to be more comfortable. You will be able to sleep a little bit better, but
24 hours is a long time.
Think about all the meals you're going to take too, and the use of the lavatories. Like it's just going to get really bad near the very end of it.
You could listen. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm going to say no just because there's only so many 20. Again, as of right now, there's only one 24-hour flight in the world that, or at least there only will be. And I have no interest in flying that flight.
I don't know. I don't think so.
In September, when I take the one flight to undisclosed, that'll be in the next podcast. It's 16 hours, and
That's a long time,
myself, man. I'm like, I did Turkey. That was 12 hours. That's my longest in the world commercially. 16 hours is gonna be really long.
I'm open to breaking. As an av geek, I like to break up flights if you can, if it's possible. Again, flying over the ocean is one thing, but if you can, just for more flights,
but different experience of the airports, like stopping in Singapore, like going in there,
more
spending a little bit of time there.
Too,
But to Paige's point, I don't know what 24 hours would do to a person, let alone like you're gonna fly 24 hours to get somewhere, and then you're gonna be so effed up.
I mean, can you imagine the pilots that ultimately they landed the plane? Now, granted, they have the crew rest area, so it's not like you're in an economy class seat. But I can't imagine 24 hours in the air and having to land the plane.
Unless you're in that new American A321 XLR where they have that little area marked off in the back that's just like terrible for the pilots. So
I guess I don't know what you're talking about.
They
I
like,
have no idea what that is.
I think it was with American that they have like just taped off like canvassed areas in the back so that they can sleep. It's just like,
okay, we're good. They're starting off with EO and Liv, so.
Like, come on, Liv Morgan.
Right, I'm saying like I don't necessarily care as much about that fight, so we're good on time.
It's fine, yeah. But
we'll just go Liv. We'll go into
live.
Win,
even though
I think next poll.
So we're gonna get a little silly again,
but just silly.
Not the other word that you don't seem to like.
Don't say it. Although, do you like geese? Geese are cool.
I do not like geese. I've been attacked. I'm not doing it.
I just don't like birds.
I love birds.
The only birds I like are the ones
I saw a bunch of geese golfing today. Like, they're on the course with you. It's kind of cool.
They're just angry,
I
filled with rage.
They're so funny looking, yeah.
I think that about ducks. I love ducks, not geese. They're angry and full of rage.
No, they're not.
I mean, all the ones I met are.
Only if you trigger them.
I literally was riding my bike and it chased me, so I did not do a single dang thing to it.
Must not have been feeling you on that bike.
Apparently. So, our next poll and our last one.
Do you want me to show it in a second?
If people voted, they should know. But but show the picture,
How would a plane wear pants? So, on the left side, and Adama will show this in the video if you're watching, the left is all along the bottom part of the plane, right? So that's the left side. The right side is like splits it in half long ways and goes down the back of the plane. So, Adama, if you want to, now you're going to have to hold, okay, you got it.
I was trying to find it. I don't know how to do polls and stuff.
You're going to have to hold your finger
Chances are you've seen the picture if you're listening to the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is what it looks like.
So here's what it looks like. Adama is showing you guys, so you have a little bit of context as to what we're talking about here. So
okay, there you go, Paige.
So this one was very, very close. It came in at 53% for the left side, which is along the bottom of the plane, and 47% for the right side, which is the back half of the plane.
Essentially an even split.
Yeah. So the vote was 10-9.
Yeah.
So this was So we have some responses to this. Now, my dad said only logical answer, and he voted the right side.
Which is this half.
Yes, the back half.
Back half, not bottom half.
Yes.
Yeah, just say back half or bottom half.
Yes. Pal's Mom 1, shout out Mom. Pants are to be worn on the bottom, not the back. So, and then I'm just sorting through here because I did not look at any of these before this podcast. Sorry about that. Ombre Frutas, can't imagine a plane needing high water pants.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
Jet Set Shirts, pants don't cover the butt on the left side of the diagram.
How about Paige admitting that she doesn't prepare for the podcast just now?
Yeah.
Only this one.
You have one job, and that's Paige's polls, and you didn't prepare.
Yeah, the only job on this podcast is that for me.
Listen here, Brooks.
And you still didn't do it. That's what's crazy.
Hey, you pipe down over there, Dominator. Vic _Skywatcher, pants should cover your lower extremities. I'm not sure how to. CGLEMAUD. Right, honestly, just because it looks better to me. Sophie _Mayhan, because it covers more. I think she voted for the right side. And that's it for responses.
Yeah, because is the in this case, is the landing gear, it's private parts? Like, is that what we're getting at here?
Well, so see, the one where it covers the back half covers the main landing gears. So that's like, to me, that is the plane's like legs.
To me, the left-hand picture looks right. The left-hand picture.
So
feels like it should be. It feels like that should be the answer, but it doesn't look right.
That is exactly how I feel, because, and then here's the other thing. The APU is what I consider the plane's, like, booty hole, you know? So I feel like the pants should be covering the booty hole.
The APU is the butthole.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's how it should be. But to your point, it doesn't look right.
Yeah, neither really feels right. I don't know if there is a right answer on this, honestly, because the first picture, the left-hand side, feels right.
Right. Yeah.
But it's not. But yeah, I think the APU needs to be covered because that is the butthole. Of the plane.
You got to cover up the butthole.
Yeah, you really do.
That sounds like a shirt, anyways. The APU is the butthole, the booty hole.
Your APU is showing?
Hey, Jensen shirts, Eric, we have a shirt idea for you.
Your APU is out.
And it's just just APU.
Yeah. I actually like that. Your APU is out. Show us your APU.
It's like your epidermis is showing. Oh, your APU is showing. What?
Show us your APU, dude. Gross. You're never mind. Yeah.
All right. So that's Paige's polls. We
got wrestling to watch, man.
Yeah, I know. So we don't have any future travels until the next podcast.
Sure.
So
until after the
let's go ahead and wrap it up. Where can we follow each other all on social media? You follow
spotting.omaha.
There you go. Yeah. Paige.
You can find me at OMA_spotter_Paige, and you can follow my travel buddy, who is on camera right now, Aileron, at Adventures with Aileron.
And you can follow me, Photography by Adama D, on the Instagram.
Or at a Dominator. No.
You can follow us at the Exit Row Pod on social media platforms and also on Patreon.
Patreon.
Yeah, we got Patreon.
You can see our APUs on Patreon.
I'm just saying. Oh.
Only planes.
But hey, you got to pay for it, so you deserve it.
Yeah. No, you don't have to pay for it. It's free. And anyways, it lets you know immediately when we have something else coming out. So it's
come
quicker.
See our APUs on Patreon.
All right. Well, on that note, Justin, it's time for what you do.
Here we go.
All right, on 3.
You got to end it.
We gotta go. 1, 2, 3. Exit row.
I can't do that yet.